internet. Today is the first day of DiverseAthon, and I haven't vlogged during a readathon since my Spookathon and Dewey's 24-hour readathon vlog back in October, so I decided to go ahead and vlog during this readathon. It's about 3:30 on day one. I haven't started reading anything yet. I was up at midnight last night, so I technically could have read before bed, but I was just so tired that I pretty much just fell asleep as soon as my head hit the pillow. And I haven't had time to start reading yet today because I have been trying to pack and I have some videos that I have to make, and if you watch my DiverseAthon TBR, you know that I'm going out of town this week, and so I'm trying to prepare for that. But I have decided that the book that I'm going to read first is More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. This is just kind of what I'm in the mood for right now, and like I said in my TBR video, one of the things that I wanted to do during this readathon was give myself a lot of options so that way I can read whatever I'm in the mood for at that time. So I think I'm going to start with More Happy Than Not. I'm going to film some videos and try to finish getting my stuff together for me to go out of town tomorrow so that way I can read for a little while. So stay tuned. Technically now it's day 2 of DiverseAthon. It's after 1 a.m. I should be asleep because I have to get up early. I don't always make the best decisions, but anyway, I thought I'd give you a little reading update. Tonight I started More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. I am about a fourth of the way through it. I am on page 79, and I'm enjoying it so far. It's a lot different than I thought it'd be, but not in a bad way. There's some other diverse elements that I weren't aware were in this book, so that's exciting. And I am going to read it until I pass out, so we'll see how far I get. I think it's going to be a pretty quick read, which is exciting. So that's just a little reading update, and tomorrow I am going to be going to see my mom in Arkansas, and it's quite a long drive, so I'm going to be starting The Wrath and the Dawn on audiobook, and then continuing on with More Happy Than Not. So I'll let you know how that goes. Alright, so it's about 11 p.m. on day 2. I had my road trip today, and I got through about 70% or so of the audiobook of The Wrath and the Dawn, and I really enjoyed listening to it. There are some things happening that I'm not super crazy about, but I enjoyed listening to it. I can't wait to see how it wraps up. And I am on page 101 of More Happy Than Not, and I'm about to read until I fall asleep. So that's my little update, and I will check in again tomorrow. Hey, it's day 3. It's about 11:30 a.m. And last night I got to page 231 of More Happy Than Not. I ended up reading until about past 1 in the morning because I got to the part where you find out the thing. And if you've read this book, you know what I'm talking about, and I had to make myself put it down because I was so tired, but I wanted to keep going, and I'm definitely going to be finishing it tonight. So I finished More Happy Than Not. It's technically day 4, it's still a little bit past midnight, and I have a lot of feelings. I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I really thought that I had the story figured out until about halfway through when the twist happens, and it did not go the way I thought it would. I really didn't see that coming, but it was very thought-provoking and it made me think, and I think it's a really important book, and I really did enjoy it. Now I'm trying to decide what to read next, because here's the thing. I went to a bookstore today. I talked my mom into going to a bookstore, and I'm doing this 5-book-a-month ban as far as buying books goes. If you watch my resolutions video, you know this. I'm not allowed to buy myself more than 5 books a month, which, when I bought The Underground Railroad, which is the group book for DiverseAthon, that was my 5th book. But I had this, like, Visa gift card, and so I decided that if I used that to get a book, I'm not actually spending my own money, because it's gift card, right? Don't correct me. Anyway, I wanted to get, I'll be honest, I went in and I really wanted to buy History Is All You Left Me, but they didn't have it. So, instead I stumbled across a book that I have really been wanting to read, so I got it instead, and that's If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Rousseau, which is a story about a transgender girl. I think her name is Amanda. Yes. And I've heard really fantastic things about it, so I kind of want to add this to my DiverseAthon TBR as well, and this also works for Diversity Bingo 2017. So I had 4 other books that I brought from my TBR that I could start reading, and now I have this 5th one, and I'm trying to decide between If I Was Your Girl, Everything Leads to You, or The Underground Railroad, because I kind of feel like I should start this since it's the group book, but I just don't know if that's what I'm in the mood for right now. I also don't know if I should be making this decision at like 12:30 in the morning, but whatever. So I don't know. I'll let you know what I decide. Okay, I think I've officially decided to start If I Was Your Girl, because it's just what I'm in the mood for right now after finishing More Happy Than Not. Plus, it's less than 300 pages. It's only, I think, 273 pages, so it should be a fairly quick read. And this is just what I'm in the mood for, so I'm going to start this tonight, and I will check in tomorrow. It's about 12:45 in the morning on, I guess, technically day 6. And I just finished If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo, and I loved this book so much. It definitely gave me a lot of feelings. I feel like I understand the trans community a little bit better. Not to say that the main character in this book story is the only way that trans people live their lives, but I think that it's a very important and informative story nonetheless, and I ended up giving this book 5 out of 5 stars, and I just feel like I learned a lot. One of the things I also really liked is the author has a note in the back. She wrote a note for cisgendered readers and a note for trans readers. I think that that's so important, and if you go to read this book however you identify, I feel like you should definitely take the time to read the note in the back. I really appreciated that the author did that. Also, I can't remember if I said this in any other vlog, but it is possible, so just in case, I'm going to go ahead and put this out there, but I think it's possible before that I had mentioned that the main character in this book was transgendered, and now that I've read the book, I realize that she prefers the term transsexual. So if I said that in an earlier vlog, or earlier in this vlog, I guess, since it's all going to be on the same video, I wanted to redact that and use the appropriate term because I did not realize that at the time, and I wanted to correct myself. But anyway, it's late, and I don't know if I'm going to start another book tonight, but I do know that the next book I want to read is The Underground Railroad, since A, it was one of the ones that I was wanting to read next anyway, and it's also the group book, so I definitely want to get that read during the readathon, and since it's coming up on, well, I guess technically it already is Friday, I want to get that book in before the readathon is over. I have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to read it. Sunday I'm going to be driving most of the day and finishing up The Wrath of the Dawn, so I definitely want to start The Underground Railroad next. I don't know if I'm going to start tonight. I don't know if I have enough energy to really stay awake much longer, but that'll definitely be the next book I read, so I will update you whenever I start it, I guess, whenever that ends up being. It's about 1:30 in the morning on day 6. Yes, day 6, and I am about 84 pages into The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead. I really think that so far the story is good, but I have found myself having to go back and read some sentences over again because I get kind of lost in what's going on. I think that might have something to do with the writing style, maybe. I'll see kind of as I get further into the story, but the story itself, I think, is really good so far. I think it's interesting how things are progressing, especially with the use of the fictional Underground Railroad versus the way it actually was. I think that's really interesting how he incorporated that into the story, and I'm looking forward to seeing where the story goes. So I will check back in later. So there is about an hour left of DiverseAthon, and I didn't update yesterday because I didn't get anything ready yesterday. Yesterday was busy, and I thought that it was going to be my last day here, but then I was supposed to drive all day today and finish up my audiobook of The Wrath of the Dawn, But I didn't feel very good, and also the weather was bad where I was going to be driving through, so I decided to just wait and leave tomorrow. So I won't actually get the Wrath in the Dawn finished during DiverseAthon, but I'll get it finished tomorrow, so it's fine. I guess my official wrap up for DiverseAthon is I finished 2 books. I finished More Happy Than Not, and I finished If I Was Your Girl, and I really liked both of those. I started the Wrath in the Dawn audiobook, and I got about 70% of the way through it. And then I started The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead, and I am on page, I believe, 85? Yes, I'm on page 85. I got about, I guess, a little over a fourth through that. I don't know if that's quite a third, but I got pretty far into it. I don't think I will probably finish this book this month, just because I can tell by the writing style that I'm not going to be able to just like binge read it before the month's over. So that's fine. It'll just go on my February TBR to finish during February. I'll probably finish it sometime next week. But something that I just kind of wanted to briefly mention, I don't want to go into a lot of great detail. Everything going on in our government this week, especially, I just feel like the timing of DiverseAthon was just perfect. And this was definitely, not that we don't need to talk about diverse topics all the time, because we do, but this week was just a really great time for that, and a really great reminder of why it's so important. Really? Can y'all not be quiet? I'm trying to film. Every time. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you to the hosts of DiverseAthon, Joss, Christina Marie, Monica, and Simon. Thank you all for hosting. I can't wait until the next one. I hope it's soon. If you participated in DiverseAthon, let me know down in the comments how you did, how many books you ended up reading, what you thought of them, what you learned, that kind of thing. And I guess that'll be it for this video, and I will see you guys next time with another video. Bye.